Hey everyone, I am bringing you my monthly Amazon haul, and today I want to focus on Amazon fashion, specifically winter outfits, the stuff that you can wear right now. Now, my fashion leans towards the everyday casual style, so if this is what you like to wear, then you are in the right place. I have sets, I have cardigans, sweaters, tops, some outerwear, and some random basic pieces that I think you're really going to enjoy. So if this is your kind of thing, you're in the right place. To make things easy for you to find, I will number everything up here and then put everything down in the description box with the corresponding numbers, links, pricing, all that good stuff. And if you can't find the description box, that is okay. Nobody can. I will also pin it to the top of the comments. And if you are watching on a TV or something like it and you can't access the description box or the comments easily, I have a QR code that I'll pop up here and I'll pop it up again towards the end of the video if you missed it. All right, let's get started with some Amazon sets. The first set I want to share with you is what I'm calling a V-neck fine gauge patch pocket front pant. I don't know what they're really calling it, but the reason I'm calling it that is, first of all, it's a fine gauge V-neck knit top with the corresponding pants, and I love that these pants have pockets. Now, for those petite girls that are watching, 5'4" like me or shorter, I do want to point out that these pants do run long. And yes, you can fold them over, but then that might interfere with the pockets. So I just wanted to point that out to you. I'm wearing them with some flatter shoes, and all the shoes, accessories, stuff like that will also be listed in the corresponding outfits in all of the places. If you are worried about it, I would either pair it with like maybe a thicker sole pair of sneakers or something with at least a little bit of a heel. I just wanted to point that out there. I would rather you not buy something than buy something and be disappointed. Now, it does come in 15 or 16 colors. I went with this dusky blue. Blue is a big color for 2024, specifically more of this powder blue shade, which I think is fantastic. I think it reminds me of sort of icy winter nights, the cool temperatures, but then this color segues really well into spring and all the pastels. So I am here for blue, which is a good thing because here we are with another set in blue. This is that powder blue that is very popular right now. And this is more of sort of a waffle knit. It does run oversized. Oversized is another trend that, well, I mean, it's been around for a little bit, but we're heavily into 90s now. In fact, as we get farther along into this, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. But I want to point out the cuffs run a little bit long, so I folded mine over. This does not have pockets. The cardigan or the matching pants, they come together as a set. Because it's oversized, I would say if you're not sure, size down one. The nice thing about if you're concerned about it being too long is these pants taper more towards the ankle, so I find that when they're fitted like that, they end a little bit higher up, so you don't have to worry if you're on the petite side, or you could fold this over because it doesn't have pockets. I really like this cardigan on its own. I am definitely gonna wear this with jeans and other pairs of pants, and I think it's just visually interesting. It has a different knit texture on the cuffs compared to the body. It has the exposed seams. I like the whole look of it. I like the affordability as well. Now let's move into some cardigans, and I want to point out a few things. Cardigans are nothing new. We just see different ways to style them. 2018, maybe even a little earlier, 2017, in the teens, let's say, of the 2010s, we saw a lot of long, oversized cardigans paired with leggings or skinny jeans. Now we're seeing either more closely fitted cardigans, maybe a little bit cropped, or if they're oversized, they're worn closed over wide leg pants or straight leg pants. So it's a different way of wearing exactly the same thing. It is not to say that you cannot continue to wear the cardigans the way you want. I'm just showing you the more current way to do it. So number 3 is this color block cardigan, very oversized fit, and the color blocking, just the whole thing. When I looked in the mirror, I was having flashbacks from the early 90s walking across the quad at the University of Illinois. I have updated this. Instead of skinny jeans, I'm wearing straight leg jeans, and I should point out that this particular brand does run big, so I would recommend sizing down one. You're gonna see basically the same pair of jeans and the same pair of shoes throughout this entire try-on. If anything changes, I will list everything I'm wearing down in the description box if you want to find out more about those things. Piece number 4 is yet again another oversized, chunky knit sort of graphic print cardigan. The raised, almost like an embroidery, is a contrasting color to the body. There are a lot of options. Since I've picked out a lot of things that are blue, I decided to go with another one of my favorite colors, this beautiful green. This is a beautiful, thick, well-made cardigan, very oversized. The raised knit feels almost like a chenille. Also want to point out, no pockets on this. If this oversized thing is a little bit overwhelming to you and you can't size down any farther, like I'm wearing this small, something to balance it a little bit is open up the cardigan so you can see the shape of your body beneath. You could throw a belt over it or even just unbutton a little bit of the bottom just so that you get a little more shape. Number 5 is a completely different cardigan silhouette. They're calling it the lady jacket. There are quite a few brands that have popularized it, and of course Amazon got a hold of it and made it affordable. Before I show you the try-on portion, I just want to show you the sweater a little bit more up close so you can see the texture. The buttons are absolutely beautiful, and if this salmony pink is not your color, you know it's Amazon. There is a shade for you. It does have the little pockets here on the bottom. It's a beautiful, very ladylike piece. I personally don't love exactly where it's ending on my hips. It's not the end of the world. All I needed to do is sort of adjust the collar, and then it ends a little bit, I think, in a more flattering place. If that is something that bothers you, but you still want to wear this cardigan, I would recommend finding a shade in the cardigan that is closer to the shade of the jeans or the pants that you're wearing. So maybe I would have gone with a navy shade and maybe a darker wash on the jeans, or a slate blue with a regular rinse. I just wanted to point out there are some ways to kind of cheat the eye and make it look a little more slimming, but I love this budget-friendly alternative. Piece number 6 is yet another kind of cardigan, a different silhouette. I personally prefer a V-neck on me. I just think it's a more flattering, elongating, slimming look on actually a lot of people. And this one is more of a cropped option, and I love where it's hitting. It's not cropped where it's showing off your belly, but it's hitting right at the waistband of my jeans. And I love how it looks with the jeans, but I think it's gonna look fantastic paired with like a long pleated midi skirt, which is another thing I'm seeing coming back. That was very popular in 2018, 2019. Back it comes, wasn't that long ago. So if you still have some of those lurking in your closet, pull them out. I love this eggshell white shade. Of course, it comes in other colors. And this particular cardigan sweater is part of the Amazon Essentials line. So it is pretty much a staple, and they keep it pretty well stocked. Moving on to the sweaters and tops portion of this haul, we're gonna start it off with something a little thematic. The next holiday on the calendar is Valentine's Day, and I started off my career as a teacher, second grade teacher, reading specialist for K3, and if you're an elementary school teacher, you know that dressing for the holidays is a big deal. And even though it's been a very long time since I've been in a classroom, that's still buried in there. So I do like to dress for each holiday. Now, sometimes that means I'm covered in pink and hearts and ruffles and lace. Sometimes I want to tone it down a little bit. So this first piece is a pullover top. It looks initially like it's a sweatshirt. It is not sweatshirt material. I believe this is polyester. It feels a little bit more like a nylon. It's not like a windbreaker nylon, but it's a much more smooth fabric. I don't want to say it's dressier than a sweatshirt. It's just a different concept. So we're going to call it a pullover. It has the little red embroidered heart, and the body of the sweatshirt comes in all neutrals, like this beige that you see here, or navy, black, white. There's even the palest of pale pinks. So it's a subtle nod to Valentine's Day without going over the top. But of course, you can wear this anytime you have cool weather. I didn't realize how oversized this ran, so I ordered it in my regular size small. It does size all the way down to an extra small, and this works. I think the small is fine, but if I wanted a little less material, especially around the shoulders, I think if I had to do it all over again, I would have ordered a size down. Now, piece number 8 should look familiar because yes, I ordered it again. This cable knit stitch sweater, it's just an Amazon basic. First, I ordered it in sort of a rust brown, then I ordered it in a brighter green, and now a basic gray. Gray is another color that's making a comeback this season. You kind of have to laugh at some of these quote unquote trends. When did gray leave? But hopefully gray is leaving interior design, but that's a whole other discussion for somebody else's channel. But gray is definitely coming back into the popular neutrals. I think we swung to navy and camel for a while. Now we're swinging over to gray. If you just need a classic, beautiful, affordable, and super soft cable knit sweater, this one is fantastic, and I just got it in my true size small. Piece number 9, we are bringing back the blue, of course. You can get this in other colors, but I love this bright powder blue with the off-white stripes. Now, I like to tuck my turtlenecks under. That's the way they're doing it these days, but you can, just roll it out if you want, or just kind of scrunch it. I do want to point out it has slits on each side, and those slits run kind of high. So unless you're wearing high-waisted jeans or pants or leggings, I would recommend layering something underneath it. What I've been layering under all of pretty much everything you're seeing is just a basic white tank. It's part of the Amazon Essentials line. It comes in a pack of 2. Back to this turtleneck. I love how it looks, and I can see myself styling this maybe with some black leggings, some riding boots. There's maybe a vest thrown over it, a puffer. Lots of options, but there's just something about this color combination that gets me really excited. I did have one blouse to share with you, and I'm bringing the pink in. This is a nice floral print blouse. It does come in other colors, and when you first look at it, it seems like it's gonna be see-through. As long as you wear skin-toned undergarments, you will be just fine. If you haven't noticed, when I was filming the try-on portion of this, we were in the middle of a torrential downpour. It was black as night, so I had bright lights shining on me. I hate filming that way. I prefer natural sunlight, but I had those bright LEDs and you cannot see through the shirt. So I just want to point out, don't panic when you pull it out of the package. It is not actually see-through. And I am wearing them with a pair of booties that we're going to talk about a little bit later in this video. I just want you to take a look at them because they're going to come back around again. I recently shared this neck sweater on Instagram and y'all went nuts for it, wanting to know where I got it. I got it on Amazon, and I've seen this particular sweater at a lot of different price points from a lot of different retailers. This is not a completely unique concept. And again, it does come in other colors, but I like this almost camel, darker beige and the black tone. I like the zip pullover. You can layer something underneath it if you want. Here I'm wearing them with a pair of leggings that I also just got from Amazon. We'll discuss those a little bit later as well. They are super buttery soft. When I shared this on Instagram, I was wearing it with some black coated jeans. You can wear this with anything. You do not have to wear black bottoms if there's black in your sweater. It's a sleeker look, but you could easily throw this over regular blue denim jeans as well. I have another half zip pullover for you. This one is very casual. This one is very much inspired by the Lululemon scuba funnel neck pullover. This is not scuba material. This is a nice thick, more of a knit sweatshirt type material. It's not the true scuba like Lululemon. It is also not $100 and something. So I love this. I lived in this a lot during the month of December. It comes in a lot of colors, and I am tempted to order something not neutral, like a pink or just something a little bit more fun. I love the little thumb holes. I love the seaming details. I love that you can wear it open, unzipped. I love that you can zip it up and wear it as a funnel neck. A lot of options with this. It's so comfortable. If you haven't snatched this up yet and you're deciding on which of these things that I'm recommending that you might want to purchase for yourself, I think you will not be disappointed if this is the one thing that you pick. And the last of the tops I'm going to share with you, it's not a full-on fail. I'm keeping it. I'm going to give it another chance, but I don't love it. I still want to share it with you because you got to share the good and the bad. So this is an oversized waffle knit, very lightweight top. The fail part is, can you see the light coming through? It's one thing when it's like a sheer sort of rayon-y blouse that if you wear, a nude toned bra underneath, you're good to go. This one is obviously meant to be layered over something else. And when you can see the tank top through it, or I don't know. But on the flip side, it is super lightweight. I live in San Antonio, Texas, which is usually very, very warm. So this might be a really nice layering piece for springtime. So I'm not going to totally give up on it. It's super soft. I love all the color options. There are a lot more than just this bright pink. I love the length and everything else. I just wish the fabric wasn't quite so lightweight. So I wanted to warn you on that one. I do have some outerwear for you, and I do realize the irony of someone who lives in a place where it pretty much never gets cold to share so many winter coats with you. Since it doesn't get that cold, we can wear our outerwear more as fashion than as something that is functional. So there's that. If you're with me, here we go. So the first I'm calling a trench coat shirt jacket. A lot of us are not a big fan of the shirt jacket or the shacket. It's an oversized kind of unflattering lumberjack look. Honestly, it's kind of how I feel about it. But I love this one because it's combining my love of trench coats with something that's a little more on trend, the shacket. So this comes in a lot of very nice, neutral, flattering colors. The material itself feels like a wool felt, but it's not stiff. It's really soft. It does have pockets. The belt is completely removable, or you can add in your own belt if you want to make it look more like a piece of clothing and not like a coat. I wore this as an actual outfit. I had an outdoor kind of outing planned, and so I love it when you can wear a coat for a full outfit look and not really worry about what you're wearing underneath. I think this would look great over all kinds of pant silhouettes. I absolutely love that this is a new trend that I'm seeing on Amazon and a few other places as well. Now this next one, and if you're keeping track, we're on number 15. This is definitely a coat. This is probably not a winter coat for most of you, but for me it is. This is also from the Amazon Essentials line. It is a faux Sherpa. They're calling it a mock neck jacket. It has a little bit of a stand-up collar. You can zip it all the way up. It has a nice patch front there. I have seen this particular style at Walmart. I actually own one very similar. It's sold out like that. That is the benefit of Amazon. They generally keep this one well stocked in quite a few colors as well. I went with my true size small and found it to be plenty roomy enough, but you could definitely size up if you want to, throw it over a bulkier sweater or something like that. This next jacket is definitely my most worn jacket of the last few months, and this one is very much inspired by a very similar one from Free People, but this one is at an Amazon price, and again, tons of colors. And if I didn't have a closet full of jackets to share with you, I would probably order it again in something a little bit darker because I absolutely love this. It's a quilted puffer coat. I've talked about it before in some previous videos. It is puffer material. It's not thick. It's very thin. It's very lightweight, but even so, it does give off quite a bit of warmth. So, I've worn it in 40, 50 degree weather and been nice and warm. I know everything is relative. Some of you living up north are thinking 40, 50 degree weather is springtime. I love it. And every time I put it on, another reason why I love it is my husband always remarks on how cute I look in it. So this is a favorite of mine. I have a couple of vests to share with you, and these are definitely more for function, less for fashion, one more so than the other. Let's start with the one that's definitely a little more functional. This is a super long puffer vest. We're talking long, like below the knees, I think, long. And I know some of you are thinking, if it's that cold that you need that full length, why wouldn't you just put on a jacket? I don't know. I do know I have some friends who get overheated pretty quickly if their whole body is encased. So maybe this is the happy medium. Maybe you want to layer it over something else that's already pretty warm. If you keep your torso warm and your rear end covered, generally you can be pretty warm. And this one has a nice big hood. A couple little features that I like about this one. It does have zippers going up the sides. So if you want to be encased like a cocoon, you can. But if you want to walk in it and move a little more easily or sit in it a little more easily, you just unzip those and then it, allows you to have more freedom of movement in the legs. Another reason that this one would probably be popular for some of you is if you have to sit outside for something, some sort of outdoor sporting event or outdoor event where you're sitting down and you want to be warm. I think this is a good way to do it without adding too much bulk and a big overcoat. Now this next one, this is listed as a reversible puffer Sherpa vest. I would not recommend wearing this with the idea that you're gonna wear it with the Sherpa side out. I love it with the puffer vest on the outside and the Sherpa lining. I think it's cute. I think this is great, like I said, for my kind of climate, for walking the dog, taking a walk around the neighborhood, that kind of thing. It does come in a bunch of other colors as well. I tried turning it inside out. Of course, you're gonna have to cut the tag off so to make it truly reversible. It will have a chest pocket, but no hand pockets. I don't think it was fully thought out on how to reverse it. So just my advice. I think it's great to wear as just a puffer vest that happens to have a Sherpa lining. I would nix the reversible part. I have a few basics and some random things I wanted to share with you. They do not make up a whole outfit per se, but the first are these waffle knit racerback tanks. They come in packs of 2 and 3. I've shared these before, and these are great for layering under cardigans and the like. But when I initially purchased my first pack, I got them in the cropped length because I absolutely meant to wear these layered under something, and so it didn't really matter if it's cropped, but it's cold, relatively speaking, no matter where you are. And now they offer these in the cropped length, a long crop, and a full length. This is an extra small. There is a lot of stretch here. There's actually quite a bit of support if you don't need a ton going on in the chest. And it is the racerback style. These are really soft. They come in all kinds of color combinations. I've been wearing mine, like I said, to layer under cardigans and sweaters. I have a feeling I'll be grabbing quite a bit more when we get into late spring, summer to layer under sundresses and the like. I do want to highlight the leggings. This is a newer brand to me, recommended by quite a few people. So I took the plunge and I purchased the high waist leggings. I went with the ones that have pockets. You can get them without pockets. These are so buttery soft. They come in different lengths, different colors. There's no see-through. You can do the crouched, is it the crouch test? The squat test. You can see how often I go to a gym. You can't see through to the tush. They're fantastic. You could definitely work out in them if that is your thing, especially this month. But if you're like me and you're thinking more like you're gonna layer it under an oversized top or wear it that way, these are perfect. And for the last outfit, I'm gonna pop it in over here. I shared this as an idea of something to wear for New Year's Eve. Full disclosure, I did not wear these on New Year's Eve. I wore my regular pajamas to bed, but you know, if you were planning on having some sort of glamorous girls' night in, this would definitely fit the bill. The feather trim pajama trend as an actual outfit is a thing, and I will tell you, if I had gotten this in black, I would absolutely leave the house in this. Clearly, I'm wearing this with bra and underwear underneath, so you can see that they work well as an outfit. I know it's not for everyone. I had a friend ask me for the link because she wanted them to just wear for her birthday. She wanted to go to bed wearing something a little more special. So even though New Year's Eve is in our rearview mirror, I just want to point these out. These are a lot of fun if you're planning like a house party or a bachelorette party. These are very on trend. I felt very glamorous, and I had been looking for a pair of feather trim pajamas, but every one that I found was like $200, $300 and up. And I like a good splurge, but that would have been hard to justify. And then the last thing I want to share with you was inspired by a purchase I made from Nordstrom. So these are a pair of booties from Nordstrom, Vince Camuto. Love these so much. I also bought them in black. They're a taller shaft ankle booty, which is fantastic to wear with more wider leg styles. So they'll go underneath the hem of your pants or jeans. They zip up the side. But then I was thinking that these are a little bit of a splurge, and so maybe I could find something similar on Amazon, and of course I did. And I ordered them in this more sort of nubuck, warm beige tone, very similar style, basically identical. I mean, I found these faux suede ones, but they have leather options, they have pattern leather, all the things, but obviously this is a much more budget-friendly option and also has the zip up the side, and I've worn both of them extensively, and these are very, very comfortable. And I would say that these run true to size. I would love to know which of these, if any, pieces caught your eye. Let me know. And if you have any specific requests from not just Amazon, but any retailer, if you want me to look more at midi skirts or loungewear or knit sets, if there's just a specific category of clothing that you want a little more info on, I am here for you. That is why I am here. So please let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you had a good time, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.